It's Talk the Vote Live here on News Talk 92.3 KTAR. Rob Hunter is here. My name is Chuck Powell. We just finished watching the debates. What'd you think, Rob? Who was our winner tonight?
I actually give the slight edge to Obama this time because I think the most important thing is he actually showed up. He was pretty aggressive. He attacked Romney regularly throughout the night. I don't think it was an overwhelming win. Probably not enough to shake the polls up, but definitely enough to steady his ground.
I would give it more, though, than just a slight edge. I think that it was a convincing victory. However, I don't think we're going to see the kind of impact from this debate that we saw 2 weeks ago. There's no way you can. I didn't see that impact occurring 2 weeks ago. We all agreed Romney won 2 weeks ago, but by the morning, it was that he dominated, and then by the time they got to the polling, suddenly that debate changed people's minds to the degree of 6 points in the polls. It was amazing to me. So I don't think Barack Obama is going to have that kind of impact, but it was clear that he received the message. And that message was, don't sit back and roll your eyes. If you don't disagree with something, you need to say something. And you need to say something at that moment and call out your opponent.
And the good thing is the third debate will even be more important now because it's final one. It's on Monday, literally 2 weeks from the election date. And what kind of impact will that one have? If Romney comes out strong, Obama comes out strong, what happens?
So what was the highlight? What is the thing that you thought pushed Obama over the top? Was there a moment?
I think there was actually a couple. The two that stood out to me, number one, were the Libya moment. Actually, that's a weak thing for Obama, but taking responsibility and really calling out Obama, or calling out Romney, I should say, and saying, you're attacking me, and doing so in an offensive manner. I thought that worked for the president. I also thought the president was really good when he attacked Romney for being even more radical than George W. Bush. There was that question. He said, well, you know, President Bush didn't want to privatize Medicare. And it was a good moment because it was like, whoa, it sent that message that this Romney guy's a little crazy.
He's worse than Bush.
Yeah, exactly.
Is what he was trying to pass along. Romney was given a hanging breaking ball, and that was, tell me about the last 4 years. And so Barack Obama got to go first, and so he got to explain to us why it wasn't as bad as it looks, where Romney had the enviable position of, I can tell you how it looks.
Yeah, let me give you the numbers.
And so he just rattled off and went on a rant, and you could just see, you could visually see Barack Obama sort of, this is not going well.
Don't be Joe Biden right now.
Can we please get off this topic? So I thought that was a golden moment for Romney, but I thought Barack Obama handled himself better throughout the entire debate.
I thought Romney had two strong points mostly. Taxes, when he was explaining his tax policy, but I'm a nerd. I like that kind of stuff. I thought he excelled there. His plan's better than Obama's. It's just what it is. And to pick up on your point, at the end he reiterated that part, and he said, we don't have to settle for this in this country at this moment in time. If he can keep that effective attack up for the next 3 weeks, if it works, he could win this election.
I'm going to tell you the most disappointing thing about this debate, and it came from the moderator again, Candy Crowley. And granted, it can't be easy telling the two people running for president to sit down and shut up. So I don't envy her job. I couldn't do it as well. But there was a moment when the two candidates started talking about their differences in how they were going to rebuild this economy. To me, it is the discussion of this entire election. And it wasn't an opportunity for you to make a speech. It wasn't an opportunity for one of them to release an ad. This was the two guys explaining why his policies aren't going to work and why if you stick with mine or vice versa, it is going to work. And they were ramping up, and they were both standing up, and they were going at it. And she stopped the entire golden moment of the debate so we could talk about equal pay for women, which, by the way, is a gap that's almost closed.
Especially for people in their 20s.
It was unforgivable. Now, I understand there were some other questions and that the format, you had to have a lot of questions asked, but that was the moment of the election process, and she derailed it. She derailed it.
That's an interesting point. I didn't even think about that until you just said that, because this is an economic election. It's not a foreign policy election. It's not a Libya election. It's literally the economy, and where the two candidates are different, probably the most different, is how to fix the economy. You're absolutely right there. A couple other things I noticed. Big Bird wasn't mentioned until 33 minutes into the debate. Obama didn't mention the 47% until 98 minutes into the debate. Time of possession, as I like to call it, Barack Obama spoke for 44 minutes. Mitt Romney just under 41. So Obama again had the advantage, as he did in debate one, by 3 minutes or so.
I think that's okay.
It
You
is
know,
what it
you
is.
got to beat the champ. You can't just you gotta you can't if you're going to take the title, you got to take the title.
It's not necessarily about how many words you say; it's about what your
Right.
words are actually saying.
What I noticed, though, you brought up Big Bird, is that Mitt Romney hates birds. That's what we figured out. He was talking about Obama's energy policies, and
birds.
yeah, he threw out this thing about Obama protecting a bird species. Mitt Romney hates all birds. I think he flips people off with the index finger.
That's probably what it is. He's going to be the big bird, flip you off, all kind of bird president if he wins the election.
All right, the last debate, people went into it saying that debates don't matter. They mattered.
This election for sure.
Definitely matters. We both agree Obama won, maybe by different margins. Does it make an impact with the voters?
It might.
Does tonight make an impact with the voters?
It's going to be smaller, but again, it's going to come down to this third debate because there's still people that are undecided
Right.
and not going to make up their minds until maybe that last week. So they'll probably be watching Monday's debate to make up their final decision, and really our last look on a national stage at both the candidates together.
It was more heated, that's for sure. I don't know if it was more decisive, but I think I'm hearing most people saying that Barack Obama won this one slightly. But we have one more to go. The rubber match, if you will.
Rubber match.
All
Game
right.
3 of the series.
Let's get it on. For Rob Hunter, I'm Chuck Powell. It is Talk the Vote on News Talk 92.3 KTAR.